Hi, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Missy.
And we're Two Needles Pulling Thread. Welcome back.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Sunday, April 24th.
Episode 8. And you're going to see my mess. Maybe.
Very bright.
That's sunshine, people. It's not snowing. It's not raining.
It's a perfect
We're
spring
happy.
day in Maine.
Yeah, the door is open. Get some fresh air.
Sandals are on.
Yeah, if you hear a thud, I have higher chairs. We've lost our sandals. So
Yeah, that's all.
it's good.
Anyway, welcome back. If you're new here, we are sisters-in-law. I'm married to Kathy's brother, Mike.
Yep.
We all live in the same neighborhood.
All of us. Yeah.
If you are returning,
Thank you.
welcome back.
Yeah, we're
Thanks
glad to
for
have
watching.
you.
If you are not a subscriber and you're interested, click the button.
Yeah, we were looking at analytics.
Yeah,
which
those
that's
are just
kind
interesting.
of, yeah, those are kind
They're
of
just
cool.
interesting.
And we have a lot of people who watch us, which we love. But hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. You'll get notifications, and you won't miss us.
That's right. So what have you been doing?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a whole lot of kidding. So I want to start all the things. All the things.
I think it's spring.
I think so.
I think it's just, the fact that it's spring.
I cleaned off my desk so I could find my stuff and cleaned out project bags of things that I finished. Yeah, that was it. Not a lot of... No, I've done some stuff. So, what about you?
Yes. Still working feverishly. We are beyond filing deadline, which in the state of Maine and Massachusetts was actually Tuesday the 19th due to Patriots Day being recognized in Maine and Massachusetts. And Washington, D.C. had some sort of holiday. I don't know what it was. But anyway, that was the deadline, but we are still working. But I'm not working the weekends anymore, so that's good. Got a couple of days off this week, but that's for the future.
Yeah.
Just kind of been...
doing a little here, little of this, little of that.
I actually have been stitching some different things, and
we had a fun day out yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Took my mom to a little quilt shop that we have local. They have a teeny tiny bit of cross stitch items. She had gift cards from Christmas and was like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah,
it was great.
That was good. So the shop is on Main Street in Farmington, Maine, and it's called Pins and Needles. And the owner, Sherry, is just delightful.
She knows everybody by name. And
Everybody.
I don't know how.
Every time we go in and ask if my mother-in-law, Kathy's mother, Karen, is not with us, she'll ask what Karen's up to or what. What she said to her yesterday was, "What have these girls got you into now?"
Oh, I love it.
Is what she said. So that was sweet.
We did drop her right down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah,
she went willingly, but
and Sherry has quite a section in the back of the store of wool and wool applique and patterns, and so that's fun. She's got some beautiful quilting fabrics, yarns, specialty yarns. One of those little shops where you think you might not find something, and you're going to be surprised that you do.
Well, she's expanded her fancy floss, which and she's got a little of everything.
Yeah, she does, and she does quilting classes. You pay $10 for the day on a Wednesday, and she'll help you and guide you and direct you.
Do you have to bring your own sewing machine?
I believe you bring your own machine.
I heard you ask about that.
Yeah,
so
I've talked with her about it a couple of times, and I really need to make that something that I do.
There you go. Well, that was a piece of haul that I had weeks ago.
Yeah.
I bought a new sewing machine, but because you can't make a berry with a
paper in here.
Sewing machine. So, all right. Want to start at the top?
Sure.
FFOs?
I do not have FFOs.
I have 2. So I wanted to play around. I went to Target and found a couple of these, and I'm looking for more.
I love it.
But Ashley actually told me I could put it on my countertop and put thread beds and clean up that counter a little bit. So I took the StitchCon logo, stitched it, and glued it on there.
I love it.
I just, it's simple, it's plain, it's 14 count Aida with Classic Colorworks Cupid.
That's what you used?
Yeah. It does take a lot of thread. I was really surprised.
I love it.
Yep, I'm thrilled. I'm going to put it right up there and put my thread beds in the back and clean up my counter a little
Will
bit.
you take this with you as like a table thing to use, or do we want to pack that in a suitcase?
No, although that would be a really good idea for a retreat.
True.
So, great. Now I got another idea. So,
I think that you should put a strip of magnet on the back on one of these slats.
oh.
Put a strip of magnet, and then you can put
Scissors, or,
needles, whatever you're working, or maybe tuck it right here and
or on the end.
it's a good idea. Or on the end.
Put needle minders. Great. That needs more ideas.
That's cute.
So, and my second finish, I didn't finish this, my mom did. She took Beach Dance and she made it into a thread bed. Isn't it
So cute.
adorable? I absolutely love it. And
I think she had fun doing it too, because she didn't sigh and she didn't say, "What did you get me into?"
Right. So, and now we know she knows how to make thread beds. So, but I can't wait to take this with us this weekend and use it as a thread, obviously a thread bed. She did a really good job. There's no halfway with
I think
Mom,
she enjoyed
so,
being at her sewing machine too.
yeah. So those are my finishes, my FFOs. I have
FFOs?
Yeah, I have some finishes, but so do you.
I have some finishes too.
All right.
So the last time we met, I was working, I had just barely started Make a Joyful Noise by Stitches by Ethel. And it's really little.
Oh, it's so cute.
And it had somewhat of a top border I decided not to do. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to finish this yet. I was hoping that it would end up shaping up that I could do a berry, but I don't think that's going to work. So I'm not sure yet
Oh, you might be.
how I will finish it so that those strings lay flat.
Right.
So
I love
I don't know,
the pink
but I love
snowflakes.
this. I did all the called for DMC and Stitches by Ethel on Etsy. The fabric is a color and cotton grab bag, and it's a 20 count.
Nice. I love the snowflakes. I love the color of them. It just
So cute.
cute.
So that's one finish.
I know you guys probably can't hear it, but someone had commented about what the tick 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 noise was in a lot of our
Scratching.
videos, and it's my little old dog.
Yeah.
And now she's on the couch snoring. So
She is. I think I showed a picture of Little Quaker Christmas by Susan Ache. I'm not sure how she pronounces that. It was a freebie on the Aurifil website, and you can do a DMC conversion. I believe it's Fat Quarter Shop has that. I started it and finished it because I couldn't put it down. It was so much fun.
That's cute.
And again, I showed you my bouquet of floss. Not my colors typically. This is a 32 count Jubilee in white.
Oh, wow.
And it was so pretty.
Did you center start that, or do you start in the corner?
I did not center start it. I started up in the corner.
It helps when you can start right there.
Yeah.
That's
So
nice.
I just really liked it.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I was hoping that it would fit snug into a 5x7, but it doesn't. This is a little bit bigger. But I
Well,
think...
Like that sign that has the hollow back.
Oh,
What
it
if we
might fit
tucked it
snug
in there,
inside
and then
something.
you might be able to set
sit it
something
up.
wide.
Yep. I don't know yet.
You'll find
I
it.
haven't decided.
Cool.
And I finished my birthday start, which was Summer Jubilee by Blackbird Designs.
Man.
And I know I griped about one of the floss die lots, but I am pleased with how it came out. And so, well, I guess
Do you need paper behind it?
I don't think so.
I'll hold it.
So on this, I thought, and of course it has Barb and Alma's initials are, I don't know, I can't see. See if that's showing up well.
Yep.
Has their initials and a year that it was stitched, and I wasn't sure until the very last of it what I was going to do. I did know that I wanted to do my initials in a different color, so MLT. And then this is my 54th year. So I just switched the 4 and the 5 and stitched those a different color. And I thought about the women that made me. And I talk about my grandmother, my maternal grandmother, and how when I was born to a teen mom, and my mom is amazing. So I went home to my grandparents' house, and my grandmother was very, very instrumental in raising me. So I decided that down in this corner, the 2 ladies, so I for Irene, which was my grandmother, and P for my mother, who is Pam or Pamela. And my mother has, or had, she has one still living, 3 sisters. And so the L's for Leola, but we called her Lolly, and Linda, and the J for Joella, and she was named for my great-grandparents, who were Joe and Ella. So I just decided to do that, and I did the year 2022. Awesome. I didn't have that intention from the beginning, but I just thought, well, maybe that would be an appropriate thing to do, and I really did like it.
Are you going to put a frame label on the back explaining that?
I might.
That would be great, because if it gets passed down,
yeah,
nobody will know what those initials are. That is awesome.
Summer Jubilee. That flag, I did not expect it to be as popping as it is, but I like it.
That's
like
gorgeous.
it, like it. Those are my finishes.
Awesome. Well, I have. Well, it's finally a finish. My snow project from this past winter, Missy put all the French knots on it. So there she be, Snow Village, with all the little snowmen. So now we just have to decide how we're going to finish it. And that was a we, not me.
Well, if you decide to frame it and I have something that works with it, then you can learn Elizabeth Ann Stitch's framing method.
Yes.
Which is really, it really is easy.
So for anyone who's followed us knows that I've been doing this Easter baby berry forever, when you have 8 minutes at lunch to stitch, but I finally got it done. And
so cute.
She is adorable.
I love this little...
The little chick. I like the bunny.
There. Yep.
So he's so cute. So that is...
I love it.
You know me and the berries. And this is actually...
the rest of that fabric we like?
Nope. This actually came from Hobby Lobby.
Oh,
and it's no name. It came in one of those square packages. Oh. This is actually a new start and a finish. So this is the... what is it called? Sunshine Berry. I did not put the words on it. They are 1 over 1, and I didn't want to deal with. I didn't want to deal with that. Yeah. Oh, my bees show up here. This is great. So this is just a piece of 18 count fabric from Hobby Lobby. It came in a package, and it's like marbled. So I thought that was neat, and I just like the colors. So those are 2 berries. That's it. And my Stitch Con, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. So that's it for finishes for me.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
We're on a roll.
I got some stuff actually finished. So. Didn't touch a lot of my big stuff, but that's okay.
I
had fun doing what I was doing.
Any starts?
I have some starts.
Great. Go ahead.
I actually have some starts. So we talked about third video, we talked about how Grace had me. We were talking about how different our styles are. Like, I like more of the primitive fabrics, whereas Kathy likes bright.
Toucans.
Bright. And how my daughter decided with her Christmas gift to Aunt Kathy, part of it was a Halloween, well, she kitted up a Halloween project for you. So this was the fabric. And of course I made one for myself. I just think it's adorable. I'm not huge into Halloween. Most people who know me know that I'm not.
The witch and the pumpkin.
Yeah,
Love
it's
it.
So cute. But look at him driving that helicopter. I guess it is plane.
Love it.
Anyway, again, these bags that I make far from far from a seamstress, but I follow Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I follow her bag tutorial, and it's amazing. She does an amazing video tutorial for it.
I watched it. I bought the fabric. I bought more fabric yesterday.
And so inside it is a stitch that is really it's not typically my style. It's going to be fun, and I would call it would fall under the smalls category if you're doing a small swap.
Yep.
Hint. Witch's Bathroom by Stitchy Princess on Etsy. She is a Ukrainian designer. I've got a few of her charts. And I just love this. The chicken feet hanging with the mushrooms, the chicken claw tub, all the eyeballs. It really is not me, but it is adorable.
Yeah.
So I am doing all the called for DMC, but the bubbles, the orange and green bubbles, I am going to do DMC Etoile.
That'll make them pop.
So that those will show up nicely.
I missed the mushrooms hanging. You guys talked
Isn't
about
that
it.
cute?
Yeah. And the potion bottles.
It's just so different.
Too bad you can't find a broom button.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's awesome.
This, I'm stitching it. It's a 16 count unnamed fabrics by Stephanie. So I've gotten that much done so far. That's as wide as it's going to be.
That's nice.
So it'll be the perfect size
is
for
it
a
white,
small.
Or is it B52?
I used
3865.
65. That's what I typically use. And yeah, I just like it.
It's cute.
The fabric is perfect for it.
Yeah, it's a little spooky.
Little bit. Without being creepy. I don't like creepy.
Yeah, no.
It's just not my thing.
I like fun Halloween.
Yeah, I like that. And I had a second start. Can't spill my coffee.
Oh.
I don't even know who made this bag because, again, we bought it yesterday at the
I didn't even bring mine over.
At Pins and Needles. And I forgot to ask her who made it because honestly, I thought there was a label inside because she has other things that are made by, what was the name of that? It was a really catchy name.
I can't remember.
The bag lady? No. Old bag? It was a funny name anyway. So, cute little bag.
Fat bottom.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan of a vinyl front. I should say they're not my first go-to.
Right.
But I like this. And it's just so cute.
She had one
Zipper
yesterday
top
with cats on it, but it was cats playing with yarn because it is actually a yarn bag.
It is. So there's a hole here that you could string your yarn through as you're crocheting or knitting. And I love the inside fabric too.
Yeah.
So cute. So this
one.
one.
End up owning another one. They're really cute.
I know. As long as we don't go back there every week.
No, we can't do that.
I showed last week Auntie's Sewing Box by Sue Hillis. And not last week, last video. And we got talking at the end a lot about this. It's actually a pin cushion. I'm going to do something slightly different with it. I am going to do this pocketed fabric. And I bought some little paper. They're kind of like paper. Tape measures and some...
Oh, yes. Needle threaders.
Needle threaders. So I'm focusing on this, and it's really hard to see, and it's the only picture. Where am I?
Right
Scissor
there.
fob.
Yep.
So those are the two things I'm focusing on. They're really tiny. 17 DMC floss colors for those.
In that?
Between the tomato and the scissor fob.
Wow.
Sue Hillis does not mess around when she...
Pulls colors.
She has a gift with putting colors together and all of that. I changed it. I made it a little more simple for myself. Narrowed it down to 5 over dyed floss. And I started this again. It's a color and cotton grab bag piece of even weave. And I started the tomato.
You also started stitching in the well.
I did. I didn't know that this existed. Well, I shouldn't say that. I didn't know that's what it was called.
Do you want to explain it?
And I've seen a few people doing this, obviously. And I was watching Bougie Stitchers, and I thought, I wonder why they do that. So I sent Jenny off a message, and she explained that, I'm going to show you my back, but she explained that then you're not messing with your needle getting caught up inside when you're tying off, and I think you can stitch in a little bit closer.
A lot of people do
I
that.
like it. And I have decided, so this side, I have enough fabric to do the tomato project, and on this side, the scissor fob. And I will do them both, but I have only chosen to do 5 colors. So for the tomato, I chose Cherry Cobbler by Classic Colorworks.
Oh, pretty.
Which has just enough variegation. Any of the green, like the top of the tomato, is Tarragon by Weeks Dye Works. The thimble, there's a dove. Nope. The thimble will be Porpoise by Weeks Dye Works. The bobbins, Wheatfields.
That's a pretty color.
By Gentle Arts. And the dove is actually going to be Silver Lining by Color and Cotton.
Where's
And the thread in the bobbins will be red, and I might have to pull a blue. I can't remember. Maybe I didn't pull enough. No, it's green. So I actually might pull a different green unless I want them to tie in nicely.
Right.
Because they might be a set.
Can't imagine. Can't imagine.
Maybe. So, I have, for my eyes, even with my clip-ons, these charts are hard for me. They're just really, really, really tiny. So I end up taking a picture and zoom in on my phone so that I can see it a little bit better.
There you go.
So that was that my last start? Yeah, I showed that one.
Yeah.
Those were my starts.
Wow. Well, I had started the Sunshine Berry, which I finished. I started the StitchCon logo, which I finished. So my other start, which you've seen it as haul, and I know a couple weeks ago I started another pattern called Hello Summer. I realized last night this is also called Hello Summer.
Oh.
Not to confuse the two. So this is Crocette a Go-Go.
I love their stuff.
And so
look at that bunny and the life preserver.
Wait till you see the bunny.
I think I said that the first time.
Wait till you see the bunny in the life preserver.
Aww.
So I started this last night.
This is tinier than I expected.
Yeah. This is 18 count scroll by Bestitch Me with DMC. And I started it yesterday.
That is so cute. Look at that fish with the water splash detail.
Yeah. So there's going to be, actually the bird is holding a line that's got 3 or 4 fish on it.
Oh, fun.
The only thing I'm changing so far, I noticed it this morning. So far, is that crab over the M is orange. Crabs are not orange.
Not the crabs I know.
Not that orange. So, but I mean, look, these fish are multicolored, and it's going to be fun. And it's not huge. It's 98 by 79.
Like, look at the lips on that fish.
Yeah.
So cute.
So, and it's quick. I mean, that's a real quick. That was last night, and I didn't start until 8:30. So last night and today.
That is adorable.
Yeah, I had to finish the eyes on the bunny today so you guys could see his face. So that's my only other start. Wait till next time. There'll be all the starts next time.
Okay. Yeah, you've been kidding up like crazy. Yeah. We have stitching fever. Like, yeah. I want to stitch it all. But all the things that I'm kidding and want to start, they are some big projects.
Not me. I want to stop working and just stitch all day.
Yeah, is anybody hiring stitchers full-time to stitch from their home in their yoga pants that never go to yoga class? That would be awesome.
I don't even need benefits.
No, we don't need...
Keep us in mind. We can work remote.
Yeah, we can do all that.
So,
well, specifications. We have to be able to go to the retreats because we would have to, or shopping, we would have to be able to shop for you, right?
Right. Promote
Yes,
you. Yeah.
we would do that.
What do you?
Are we at BOSME already?
No, we're at whips.
I don't have any whips.
How do you not have whips?
Because my whips I finished. And I showed my starts.
Okay. Well, I have a couple whips. Because I've been plugging along. I did not take this out of the hoop because I didn't do a ton.
Every time I see this.
So this is Winter Rose Manor. You guys have all seen it. I finished putting in the inside of these windows. So I just have the white to do. I put a few more lines of pink. And I started filling in the door.
Oh, you've done the white on some of them.
Yes, I did the white on these over here. The pattern splits right there.
Yep.
So I filled this in, started filling in the door.
I love the color of that door. Is that like a raspberry or something?
That is actually called, here, let me pull out my ginormous thing.
So that door is so pretty.
It is actually
it's a little bit lighter actually in real
Classic
life.
Colorworks used brick.
Oh.
So... if you are like me and you didn't read the directions before you started, this is
Remember we said we don't read manuals? Our husbands do.
This is supposed to be stitched 1/2. I like it because I stitch almost everything 2/2.
Right.
It takes a lot more floss. So this will be, I'll take this with us. I did reach out to Quilting Grimalkin. Crafting Grimalkin. And she has also done this. And we had the conversation, I think, last time about the female cardinal, about how her wing kind of blends in.
I can see a big difference right there.
I still can't. But she changed, used one other color in here for the wing, and it made a huge difference. I keep putting in a few satin stitches and pulling them back out and putting them in. I may take that other color and do just the top stitching.
Oh.
Just to see. We'll
or
see.
Maybe just a little bit, like every third stitch or something. And
just enough to break it up.
Why not?
So, but that is, I put in a few stitches of pink or a string of pink. And then my other one is Merry Needleworker by Lindy Stitches. You guys have probably all seen it, but if you haven't, she's a big one, but she's so much fun. Once again, little motifs.
That's not a mini skirt.
No, this is not a mini skirt. So I've done quite a bit since you've seen it last time. I added the butterfly.
That lace bottom.
And I'm glad it shows up because it really didn't look like it showed up when I was stitching it.
But I did not notice it in the pattern though.
Right.
And I can see it near her boots. But that shows up very nicely on that fabric.
Yeah, and so I did the flower. And I don't know if I had the stork scissors done the last time. And then I outlined the skirt. So you can see here, page break. I wanted to make sure I was
got it.
Making sure that when I went to the next page, I lined up.
Yeah.
So I have a few more stitches here for the white. I would ideally, I've seen someone do it, but my name has 5 letters instead of 4. I would love to change it to Kathy Needleworker. But I don't think I have it in me to rechart.
Well, even if you just did Kathy,
right,
and not Kathy.
Right. But I would have to figure out a K. No, they have a K.
Yeah, you could just add a couple of stitches to the top to make it a little bigger. Like count how many stitches the capital M is.
I would need to chart a T and just a T.
T.
There's no T.
Yeah, right there. Oh no, that's an R. No, what do I know?
So I'm not there yet. So I'll continue to work on, I can't wait to get to that little frog. Cannot wait. Those little motifs.
That's cute.
And the mushroom.
Look at that spool he's sitting on.
Yep.
And there's a tomato in it.
Yep. And then on this side is another tomato, but there's a snail.
Look at the snail.
Lindy Stitches does some wacky things, but they always come out.
Oh yeah.
They always match up.
Cute.
Yep, I'm loving it. She does have another one, but this one's my absolute favorite. These boots are Chris's Bonbon. I can't wait to pull that thread.
I like that chocolate color.
Can't wait. This will hang in my stitchy room at some point. So that is it for my whips. So it goes in here, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're up to BOSME now.
BOSME. So my printer ran out of ink, so I took a picture of it. Oops.
Yeah, my hubby's home, so
he just looked in the window like, what's going on here.
Yeah.
I can't remember what was called.
For April, 02.
So I reached that one. That was 3 motifs on Mary and Aldred sampler.
07.
I started the baby blanket.
That's a count for me. I count that as M9.
I tidied my craft area.
012. We had 3 O's last month.
And I spent 5 days on my birthday project that ended up finishing. So what was newly called for me was tidying my craft area again.
Oh, for that I called today?
Yes.
Yeah, we called new numbers today.
But honestly, I have a bunch of stuff I have to take care of. A bunch of stuff. It might happen, it might not happen. Who knows? I really want to start. I really want to make a few more bags, so I have to clean in order to make that mess.
Or you could just move the mess.
No, I can't.
I just move it.
The problem I have in my craft room, which is about 10 by 10, and I have nice countertop, and I have these, I've had them for years. They're a
Sterilite?
Pottery Barn.
Oh, shelving.
Pottery Barn shelving that I got like dirt cheap in the day. I have probably 40% of my room is paper crafting. Bins, totes, everything for scrapbooking, and I need to get rid of it.
Oh, someone's interested.
I need to get rid of it. My StitchCon Small was called.
Well, that's better than next month.
I think I have that done already.
No.
Yes, I have my StitchCon one done. I keep confusing myself, but I have it done. I have it finished because it's Christmas themed. I know. I keep confusing unless I change my mind again.
And you posted in StitchCon that you started it.
I know. I was so confused with what I did.
Okay, so I'm confused now is what you're doing.
I was so confused. So the other 2 things that were called for me was to finish my Erica Michaels Nativity Berry, which I stitched. This is a 16 count Stitch Me. I do not remember the blue. I don't remember what color it is.
Because that's the blue I was going to do Mary Poppins on.
I can't remember, which it probably was. I think it was in the spring. It was in a or the winter.
That could be
one the box that we got alike. So I am going to be finishing this.
I can't wait to stitch that.
And I absolutely love this. It was a lot of fun to do.
Oh, you know, if you found some gold felt for the topper, glittery felt.
I'm gonna have to find out what I'm gonna do. And I have been waiting for this to be called. I love this project. So it is Christmas Sampler by Cottage Garden, the first one.
Oh, you've had this one for a while.
I have. I actually started this probably last September.
We bought it in August.
Hated the fabric.
We bought it. We went shopping. That was our first trip to
And I
New
started
Hampshire.
it pretty quickly after we got home. And the fabric wasn't working for me.
Well, and you had a floss color that didn't work.
Yeah, so I said, I'm going to do something different. Well, yeah, I started it pretty quickly because then we went to Galleria in September, and I'm using fabric from Galleria now. So I restarted it in November, and I have, I pretty much have, if you split this in thirds, I pretty much have the one side done. I think that I have kept to all of the called for colors, and I am doing this on,
Oh, there you go.
25 count gravel gray Lugana, and I am doing 2/2, so I know it's going to be a little bit bigger. We bought it from that room that
Deems of the Needle?
no.
So we went into Deems of... Oh, the room with all the fabric.
And they had all the charts in the middle. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Inspired Needle.
No,
Nope, that was
Needleworker's
Needleworker's Delight.
Okay, Needleworker's Delight. Whew, we
The
got
room in
there
the corner,
eventually.
if you went there, it was a room in the corner that had all the patterns and a whole tower of fabric that I spent hours at.
Yes.
And
so
needle
it's a
minders on
beautiful
the wall.
fabric. Gorgeous fabric. And I have almost all
Oh,
of...
that color is such a difference.
Oh, it's so different. What I was using before was almost a chocolatey barnwood, and it didn't work for me. And this is so
This tree's upside
much...
down. I love it.
It's because the whole dang thing's upside down. And the two of us only noticed that the tree's upside down.
Hey, look, the alphabet looks
Wow, look at that.
Oh, it's yesterday all over again.
Oh, I'm telling you. I think that I am going to run out of one of the floss, but
the yellow?
you know, it's all right. I'll just get more and it'll work fine.
Yeah.
So then I will just move over
So
and do the middle section. That's what was called for BOSME. And my goal was to do what I would call the middle piece of it.
yeah. So Cottage Garden sampling. Are they the same ones that did the Halloween one? And they have
Yes.
2 Halloweens.
Yes.
Okay.
And isn't Cottage Garden also doing the 12 months of animals? They have the raccoon, the fox, the swan. I think they are also doing that. Their charts are very easy on the eyes also. And I know we're not chart showers by any means, but I just want to show just a tiny...
They're nice and big.
So I do appreciate those. I still photocopy and make a working copy because, you know, it's just what I do.
Well, we mark.
And I mark them all up.
Oh, yes. They're doing the hair with the big ears.
Yeah.
And
What do they call that, though?
That is
What's
called...
the series called? I don't have any of them, but...
I don't either, but hang on. A Year in the Woods.
And these are the colors. It doesn't really have a big floss list by any means. Not much at all.
But they're
The
prim
main-
enough to be prim for you and Christmassy enough to be Christmassy. And
The main colors, which of course are the words, so all of the capital letters are stitched in, I don't even know,
gotta be the top one.
gold leaf. So all the capital letters are in gold leaf. And those letters chew up some thread. And then the rest of the letters for the words are done in mustard seed. And I'm going to need some more of this.
We had a hard time finding that.
Very hard time. So hopefully,
Celebrations?
hopefully I can find some more that works with me. And I really should just take some of this and put it in my purse and have it with me.
Oh, yeah.
So antique lace.
That's a nice white. I wouldn't...
Yeah, it is. I like it.
I have a hard time buying white overdyed.
It's almost like a gray silver.
I like that.
Butternut squash, which is really pretty. Country redwood. It's one of my favorites. Onyx, nice black. Hollyberry and pine.
Nice.
So I really enjoy that. I was excited for this to be called on this big old piece of blanket. Upside down again.
I can't believe we only noticed the tree.
Jeez. People are
Anyone
saying,
who knows us,
girls.
Anyone who knows us knows that the strangest things can happen, and if you see us, ask us about KFC. We'll just leave it at that. So
Yeah.
all right.
So those that's my BOSME.
So for last month, I got lucky. I had finished 2 of the 4 last month.
Lucky.
Hey,
We're motivated.
I was motivated.
You met
and
your goals.
I did, but I got lucky that before they even called, they were done. Because we had organized the fabric. Ashley helped me with the organizing of the fabric.
Ashley did the organizing of the fabric. Listen, Ashley watches this, so you need to give her credit every time you say that.
She pinned it to the top comment. I shouldn't let the kid have editing rights. Mary Poppins I showed last time. I finished that large motif. And Christmas Rules, I finished the drink hot chocolate. I think I showed that as well.
Yep.
So this morning we called new numbers, and we have Buzz Off by Plum Street Samplers. I haven't even pulled this out since forever.
How did I not know you had this?
I had this before you started stitching.
Somebody I just watched is stitching this.
Yep. I can't remember who it. One of the Bougie Sisters.
I don't know.
Well, I've had this since 2019.
Oh well, it's time to get it done.
Yep.
Listen to me.
So, chop, chop. So I have to, and I didn't even put on there the hive because I knew that if I put the hive on there, I would balk at stitching this. So my BOSME is finish the flowers and the stems because it's color change, color change, color change.
But that is so pretty. You could do some specialty stitches on the hive too.
Yeah, no.
Yes,
no,
you could.
No, I could, but
Burn
I'm not
crosses, that'll eat up one whole row.
Yeah. That ate up a whole skein of black. Big bird. It's a big bird. So I don't have a ton left. I've just got like the stems. I will continue to work on it.
Cute.
Once
How
again.
big is this?
It's not ginormous. It's
137 by 148.
Yeah.
And you're stitching it on what size?
18.
18? Oh, well,
18 something. This is Picture This Plus. I can just tell by feeling
it. Oh, yeah,
it
is. This was back before you wrote stuff down, right?
This is back before I decided to do anything. So I don't have a ton left. The stems at the bottom. Once again, I will probably not put the penny border at the top and bottom.
I don't blame you.
But these are a lot of stopping and startings because you can't carry. I mean, you can, but I didn't. Look at that.
I know you didn't.
Kathy, show her back. It's not bad. So I haven't pulled this out in forever. But it's not a lot of colors. See, this was before I used rings for my floss too.
And it all works.
It all works.
Whatever you do works.
Yep. So that one was pulled. And
did your mother make that bag? Is that one of your mom's bags?
Yeah, my mom made the bag. Bright fabric. She makes doll clothes, so that was what that was from. May. Finished my Frugal Yankee swap, which I had that done a while ago. Any new start I want. I love putting those on.
You haven't done that yet?
No, it's not for May. It's for May.
It's coming up.
So I don't know how many new starts I put on my board, which I'll do again.
And then that one.
And then the last one is I'm nervous. Kathy Haberman says I can do it. This is Philanthropic Pumpkin. I was fortunate enough to
just being able to say the word is a feat for me.
I can't spell it though.
I say philanthropic.
No, it's philanthropic.
But listen, it depends on where you're from. Tomato, tomato.
Apparently we have accents.
Apparently.
So, like I said, I was very fortunate to get a kit.
You say the person is a philanthropist. I can't move on yet.
So why is it a male is a hero, but a female is a heroine?
Somebody else said that too. And heroine.
That was me on Easter. So
I know.
Anyways,
English language. Stick around. It's ever changing.
Everyone that has posted that they finished it says it is easy. Her directions are always phenomenal and fantastic. Sure. I'm just really nervous because, I mean, it's not a hard stitch. I have this kit
too, and I haven't started it
It's not a hard stitch, but knowing what it stands for.
Yeah.
This was, for anyone who doesn't know, this was Kathy Haberman's Special Olympics
fundraising
project. Release. It will never be released again.
Yep.
Like I said, that's why I'm very, very happy that I got a chance, and and I wanna do right by it. So, and I'm really anxious to be able to display it. So, I'm nervous about this one. This is like one of my only things on my BOSME board that make me a little hesitant. And is that it for my BOSME? So those are from May. So we've still got another week in April.
Yep.
So for anyone who doesn't know, if you're new here, we probably should have backed up on that one.
Oh yeah, what's BOSME? BOSME.
We do a take of Whip Go. We do our take of it with Chris and Jane from the Boss Stitchers. So BOS for Boston, ME for Maine. We thought we'd be smart and jump in.
We were smart.
We decided we'll try it for 6 months. Well, to fill the board, you have to call not 2 numbers like everybody else, 4. So we do 4 things a month, but I think we're all liking it.
Well, some of us do 4 things a month. I'm not very successful at 4 things a month, but it has kept me focused on things that I might have forgotten about.
Like the buzz off. It would sit languishing. I have,
And I do like it, and I am looking forward to doing it for July through
Yep.
December and changing up different things. I work much better if I say, well, 5 days on that or 4 motifs or something like that.
like the spring sal that I had done started over a year ago.
Was that Tiny Modernist?
I don't know. It had the motif in the middle and then a zigzag border and then flowers in each corner. And
Sounds like
and
a
I
Tiny
have like
Modernist, but
I have
don't
like
know.
2 motifs left, but I got burnt out.
Get her done.
Yep. So that's obviously that's next month.
Chop chop.
So yeah. So that's
You just ignore me.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Keep going. So yeah, I want to start all the things. That's the plan.
Me too, and I want to start like old stuff and new stuff. And
Yeah.
I was watching Vonna Pfeiffer has a relatively new floss tube, and the stuff she was showing that I guess we would be considered vintage now. It's like 90s, like Told in the Garden, and I'm like, oh man, I think I had some of that stuff back in the day, and I don't have any of it now.
Nope.
And I want it, and I want to do it.
Now you have to go on Etsy to find it, or
eBay. And it was an awesome floss tube, by the way. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Yeah, I am so far behind on Flosstube. So
In her
far.
interview with Sambry Stitches.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I'm gonna
It
watch.
needed to come with a tissue alert, so if you haven't watched it, you've been alerted.
Great. So, all right. Tech guy Rob pulled our winner for last week. He tried to pull it Thursday, Friday.
Yeah,
He knew we were filming this weekend. I think he thinks it's fun. I think it's his portion of. But so we had these
He
two
needs to
Lizzie
do a
cakes.
giveaway the next time.
Yeah, right. He's not going to make an appearance. So we had these 2 giveaways, and we're doing them as one. And the word was graduation. And I want to read the comments, so bear with me here. Because he takes a screenshot. He's so funny. And ironically, these aren't going very far away.
No, they're not.
These are going to Karen Hildreth.
Just over the hill.
Just over the hill. It says, yay, those of us close by need to find a place to get together. Augusta and Westbrook are just too far. I'm closer to you. It's getting close to graduation time, isn't it? Thanks for sharing. Can't hold my work, so I rely on my floor stand and also need a good light. We had asked about a gadget. So Karen, I know we've emailed back and forth. If you want to send me your address, we'll get these in the mail to you. Good grief, maybe we can meet up. That would be great. So let's go to Karen. Yay, someone local.
Yay.
I mean,
that's nice. It's always fun.
how'd you do on Hall?
Oh, are we at Hall already?
We are.
I actually was pretty good. You have fun.
If we hadn't gone shopping yesterday and you hadn't brought this, I had nothing. I was like scrounging. So I'll show mine. So we went to that little shop we told you about, Pins and Needles. And
Helen's gonna want one of those.
I know Helen messaged me. Oh, who's going to Farmington this week? So, this is wool, and I was gonna buy just a couple of colors to go, especially with the Easter Bunny. Easter Bunny. The Easter berry.
We're having a really hard time today with upside down.
Coffee, lots of coffee. That's probably my 4th cup today.
Oh boy.
So with the Easter baby berry. And I really struggle because I don't want anything really bright like the sunflower. And I didn't want to buy a ginormous piece. So I found this pack, a little bit of everything. I thought maybe I could use the purple, maybe a green, but I can use green for leaves on anything.
Yeah.
The white, the yellow if I did some rolls for flowers. $12. I mean, that's great for, and they're decent sizes.
Yeah,
so and you can actually use the tie for something.
Sure.
So, and the only other thing I got, actually Missy got it.
I procured it.
She procured it. I paid for it. We have a I owe you, you owe me.
We don't never know really which way the scale is tipping.
I think we're even at this point.
We are right now.
We need to be even going into celebrations.
Yes.
because you're going to find something in a booth and I'm going to find something in a
know.
booth. And so, but we'll talk about that. So this is Sunflowers for Ukraine. This is Lady Dot Creates. And it is,
So to go along with the pins.
Yes.
Like you bought the pins.
I bought the pins
didn't do
last
the
time.
pins.
And this is
I don't know what I was thinking. Why didn't I buy the pins?
Would you call it a thread key?
She initially was calling it a thread keep or a scissor fob, but now she's doing a scissor fob.
I know. I'm gonna have to have that too.
I know.
And this went to support World
We did this before. World Kitchen. World.
You all know what it is.
Yes, we do.
Support the Ukraine. So here we go. You can see the sunflower bead and the blue, and she has a little hope. I know you can't see it.
There you go.
And a heart over here. It is so cute.
World Central Kitchen.
Yes. And she calls it her Sunflowers for Ukraine. Lady Dot Creates on Etsy. And like,
follow her, and she's updating through Instagram.
Yep.
I believe.
And
maybe Facebook, but I'm seeing it on Instagram.
And every round, so the pins, she gave an update on how much they raised. For these,
thousands
she gave
of dollars so far, which is amazing.
So, and not only is she doing this, but she does phenomenal product.
Oh yeah.
And if you're lucky, you can grab bags of her trims. She has velvet, all the things. So
these right here raised $8,000.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. So,
which is just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was
close to that for the
close
pins.
to six-ish.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's it for my...
A lot of money
yeah,
for a good cause. And we continue to be thinking about Ukraine and supporting our designers and really designers everywhere who are in countries where there's turmoil, regardless of what their leaders are doing.
Yes.
People are hurting.
Yep.
We don't all have the option to, we don't all support the leaders so much, but they're people.
Yep, human beings.
So if we think about that as because I have charts that I've purchased on Etsy from Russian designers, and I think about how is all of this affecting them also.
Yep.
But we continue to think about Ukraine especially, and the efforts that are going on there.
Amazing efforts.
Continue to think about them.
So you have haul. You
I
have a little bit.
I have a little bit. So Kathy did a 1, 2, 3 order for some. Was it 1, 2, 3?
Yes.
Floss.
I didn't show it. I bought some more floss for
Oops,
Winter Rose Manor.
That's not coming here.
So
These are not haul. So I said, of course, because I did that Christmas Quaker, and now that's all I can look at. So from both of them are from Bent Creek, and this is Quaker Star.
I'll have to remove that from my wish list. Oh, you know what's funny is all the times I've looked at it, I
So
didn't notice the eagle
cute.
in the middle.
I love it.
Look at
I
something.
decided
from a
what my
different angle.
approach will be. If I do the border, the star, and then fill in. I decided.
Oh, yeah.
Quakers, that Christmas Quaker, it was small, but it's no joke. That's a lot of stitching and a lot of thinking ahead. Is this gonna, because it has to be a perfect edge.
Right.
I did some frogging on the smallest thing, of course. And the other one, this is the one I really love, and it comes with a few little tiny star buttons.
Yeah.
Thankful Quaker, come ye thankful people come.
I love this one too. We are fall stitchers.
Oh yeah. September 1st, I'm going to have everything out in my house.
What are you
And we'll
talking
still be
about?
sweating.
I'm starting Halloween.
Yeah, she is.
I am.
She is.
Pulled those today.
And I do have an order from 1, 2, 3 coming on Tuesday, because
Bread and milk.
I needed some perforated paper. I got the perforated paper.
What else did you order is the question.
What I'm really looking forward to that's coming in that order is, geez, I don't even remember.
Stay
so
tuned till
bad.
next time.
What was I talking about? Quaker. Thanksgiving. Oh, has nothing to do with that. I ordered I think it's a Lizzie Kate stitch.
Oh.
And my plan is to do that on World Cross Stitch Day or International Cross Stitch Day. There's been a lot of talk about different things. I think it's August 12th.
12th, I think. I'm going to check right now.
So I ordered a small one that
and I think I'm not 100%.
Nice
yes, August 12th is World Cross Stitch Day. I think for mine, it might be what I called my snow day stitch, and it's Give Greatly.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
So I have those two. This is a terrible picture. So let's see if that's my coffee. Again, I don't recall. Several people have posted this, and I went right out and bought it. I think the first person that posted it that I noticed was Helen D. in World of Bees by Stitchy Princess on Etsy. My printer was not printing well, but I have a nicer picture. And again, Stitchy Princess on Etsy.
I love the little honeycombs on it.
So this is much nicer picture.
Get out of the way.
It's just so cute. So cute.
I love these little motifs that look like honeycombs.
But look at this beekeeper guy. Look at him.
He's got the beekeeper hat on with the bees around him.
And the netting with the long stitches. Oh my goodness.
Yep. She pulls
that's what I have. And I also have Lady Dots.
Yep.
That's what I have for haul.
All right. I'm going to do an update.
Oh, I didn't see those statistics.
On October 28th, we were chatting.
She wasn't chatting.
Okay. Well, we were originally. We were chatting with Chris and Jane from the Boss Stitchers. And I went to bed. Well, when I woke up on the October 29th.
Because it must have been 9 dark 30.
I was up till 10:30 last night. Woo! It was a busy day, you know.
Yeah.
So when I woke up on October 29th, the day I turned 50, I woke up to all these messages. Missy and Chris and Jane. Sorry, you're going to hear the tick, tick, tick. The old lady woke up.
She's fine.
Missy, Chris, and Jane decided to commit me to 50 new starts in the year 50. Mm-hmm. I said, what the heck? I bid it, you know. So I wanted to give you an update because
holy crap, Kathy.
This Friday, the 29th, is exactly 6 months in. I have had, as of yesterday, 33 new starts. 24 of those are finished, and 14 of those are fully finished.
How many of those 24 finishes are berries? We need all the statistics. I'm the numbers girl. Just kidding.
I don't know. My book's over there. Of those 33, there will be one UFO.
What are you UFOing? And why?
I wasn't feeling it when I started it.
Mm-hmm. Good indication.
I'm not even sure I like the pattern anymore.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I have maybe that much started.
Okay.
So I'll frog it all out, save the fabric. So as of, I got to do a new start. So as of Friday, 6 months in, I'm going to have a new start on, what would you call that? 50, half in 50? I don't know.
50 and a half.
50 and a half. So that would be my half birthday.
That's awesome.
That leads into Friday. We're going to be at Frugal Yankee Retreat.
Are you going to be there? Let us know.
Yeah. Can't wait.
So looking forward to going and just not being, ladies, I think most of you are ladies that watch us.
Yeah.
You know, we just don't want to be a wife for a little bit and a mama for a little bit, even though we have texting and, they'll reach out to us. Just need to get away.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Our families are good about letting us stitch and letting us go and do.
But that feeling of just needing a reset, and this is how we reset.
And seeing women and...
Yeah, like-minded people.
Yeah. So we can't wait.
Some people go to book clubs. Some people go to wine tastings. We stitch.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
So yeah, we're excited about that. So if you're going...
Looking forward to that.
Message us. We'd love to, it's going to be small, but we may not get to talk to everybody. I don't know. We've never been.
Right.
So.
We have no idea what to expect.
And I know there's quite a few from Maine going.
Yeah.
I mean, I know in our local Stitchy group, there's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you and I are 6, make 6. But
and we know of 2 or 3, the Westbrook girls.
Yep.
Westbrook Panera girls. I think there's 2 or 3 that are going, and probably many that we just
don't know.
You know,
we have been fortunate to learn.
We know
that
them, but don't know they're going.
A ton of Maine stitchers who,
that's awesome.
you know, we're thrilled. So,
so we have that coming up.
I'll have a new start for that. I gotta write that down. B-day start or half B-day start.
Are we at plans? Or,
I get to kid something
we're not
else
at plans yet. Flosstube Buddy.
Yeah. Who's your Flosstube Buddy this week?
My Flosstube Buddy this week doesn't like spiders.
Loves
Halloween. Tracy.
Thinks that when you wave in Maine, you do. There's our There's our grab. You two grab.
Tracy with OG Stitchery. She is in Massachusetts. How I came to know Tracy was I happened upon her Flosstube channel a while back.
Yep.
Then heard Chris and Jane from the Boss Stitchers talking about our friend Tracy, realizing it was her.
Right.
And we had a great time stitching with her the last time we were at the World in Stitches. That was fun. She has a floss tube that is, we'll put it in the bottom, OG Stitchery, OHGEE Stitchery. She does a lot of Halloween. She does some really interesting fine arts.
Oh yeah, I was
stitching.
looking at that.
I'm not really sure if I'm saying that the right way, but think little tiny Monet and cross stitch or that sort of thing.
Yep.
I'm not
she
well
just
versed
she
in
just
that at all.
fully finished one.
Yes.
Yep.
She is right now working on. You need to go watch, but and follow her on Instagram. She is working on. I don't even know what it's titled, and I do believe that it's a Jean Farish.
You have to be a little bit more.
States
Yes.
of each state in the United States. Little
finished.
Finishes for each state. They're the cutest little things, and she a few videos ago showed that she had fully finished a chunk of them. You'll have to go watch her video to see what she's going to do with them. But yeah, she's funny. She's funny, and she has a lot of just. I always see something different that I've never seen before that she's stitching. Yeah, she likes Halloween just a little bit. Doesn't do spiders.
No.
I don't do skulls.
Right, exactly. But she loves Halloween.
She does. So go, and Disney.
Yes.
So go
That's
check
why
her out.
We get along.
Go check her out. She's been doing this for a little bit.
Yeah.
And she's got some fun stuff.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
Hey Tracy.
So we had some great comments on our last video.
Yeah.
We asked what your favorite gadgets were. If you're interested in what people say, a lot of floor stands, lights, the magnifier glasses,
Needle minders, threaders.
Yep.
Which, true confessions, I'm a floss licker.
Me too.
So the idea of using when I'm having a tough time threading my needle, I never think to use a threader.
I have one
I
needle.
have them.
Oh yeah. I have one needle I can't thread for the life of me, and I finally got up last night and changed needles rather than dig out the needle threader.
Yeah, but so there was some neat stuff there. I did jot down a couple of things. Oh, Carlene J, nice to meet you again.
Oh, from Galleria, yeah.
She commented I knew you looked familiar when I was watching you, and realized we sat together during the Erica Michaels berry finishing class at Galleria in September, so that was fun. Beth S, tax season is nothing to sneeze at this year by any means, and now the state of Maine has decided to issue, I don't even know what kind of payment you want to call it, but whatever, they're issuing some funds to
it's like a stimulus.
Many Maine residents, but they have to have filed a Maine tax return. This was just declared
Thursday.
2 days after the end of tax season.
Yeah. Good luck.
So that's fun. Nancy D. So I believe she was asking how many strands of floss we use on a 20 count. And, you know, I was going to answer this as one strand, but I realized that I did Joyful Noise on 20 count, and this is 2 strands.
I fluctuate between the two depending on the look I'm going for. I want to say that
I believe I did 2 strands.
what is the Mayflower?
I may not. Yes,
Yeah,
I did 2
too.
strands.
I'm stitching Women of the Mayflower, which I'll be pulling out next month. And that is 1 strand. However, I'm starting to think I'm stitching that on 22 count.
Oh.
I'm not positive.
You
I have
might
to,
be.
I think so. So that is 1 strand. But even on 20 count, I think I used 2.
Yeah, I guess for me, so that's what I do. But I guess for me, it just depends on if it felt too thick or it felt like I was really pushing the thread through. I probably would do one strand. But typically I do 2. If I'm doing anything on the perforated paper, which is 14 count, I do 3 strands.
Okay. One of the Halloween patterns that we talked about earlier. I know I haven't showed them, but I will. I think I'm going to do the witch with 1 strand.
Do you have this kit? Is this one of your kits already?
Not yet.
The ones we talked about earlier.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll share those at a later date.
So that's kind of what I do. And I had I might have even answered that Kathy used 1 strand. And then after I did that, I was like, I think that's wrong.
But I may have commented on hers as well.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
if you see multiple comments, Missy's really good about putting an M.
I try to remember, but
I suck at putting a K.
It's okay.
But
It's all
I
right.
try.
And then
But we read them all.
Yeah,
All
somebody,
of them.
I don't recall who it was. I believe the comment was twofold. The question was twofold. They wondered if we always started in an upper corner, which I'm not sure we talked about. I lately tend to start upper corner, but for me it depends on the project. Now, if I'm doing a Lugana even weave, I might start in an upper corner, leaving a nice, I know it might be not frugal, but if I'm going to stitch on this nice fabric that I bought, I'm going to make sure I have a nice border or margin so that, because I don't always know how I'm going to finish something. So I usually do 2.5, 3 inch margin, especially if it's a big piece and I put all that time and energy into it. I'm going to have a nice thick margin. Sometimes I just barely squeak it out. It just depends on what I have for fabric or in what the stitch is. Something
like this, would you start in the upper corner or would you start center? Because you don't really have
and I don't. So for me, it would depend on the fabric. So I did a middle start on this because also I don't know. Now I could have pushed over. That's kind of wasteful, right? Well, but you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You know? I don't know. I just did a middle start for that one.
If it has a defined border, I might start in the upper left, but I am almost 100% a center starter.
If I'm not a center starter, I'm probably 75-25 with it. Then I'm going to be an upper left. Yeah. Typically.
I can't imagine lower left or
my brain doesn't allow me to work from the bottom up. It just doesn't happen that way for me. And then also I believe what this commenter was asking also was it looked like, man, you have good eyes if you were looking at our X's. Good for you. Yep. It looked like my X's were different. So my top leg, I guess this is the appropriate way to say it. I don't know. I think there's a European.
And you're asking the wrong person.
North American.
You and I stitch differently.
And I only say this because I was watching, Sandy, Stitching with Sandy. She's a teacher in California.
I think so.
She was talking about how back in the day, before she was a model stitcher for several different designers, she stitched the same manner that I stitch today, and they told her that she had to convert herself because it was appropriate in like the UK.
Huh.
but it was not how we stitched here for that type of thing, for like if you're going to be a designer stitcher, whatever it was. And she talks about how she trained herself to do it the way that most people do. Anyway, all of that to say,
All that to say this.
all of that is I do stitch the opposite of most people. And I learned it from Kathy's mother. And we talked about how she taught you differently, but I got looking at some of Karen's older pieces, and that's how she stitches. So that is exactly what I do. And I stitch, my bottom leg is upper left to lower right. My top leg is lower left to upper right, which is the opposite of what a lot of people do. You stitch that way too, and you kept saying you didn't. But most people go the other way.
Oh, I misunderstood you.
Yeah.
I thought, yes, because I also stitch my lower leg, upper left, lower right.
And
then
again,
my
we were
top
taught
leg.
by the same person
So,
who taught herself how to do it.
Yeah.
But you know what?
doesn't matter.
As long as they're,
you
as
do,
long as they're going the same way.
you do one leg
There's
at a
no
time.
hardcore rule.
I do every X individually.
Yeah, no. It's very seldom I do that. Again, it's,
Whatever works.
I can't do it. It drives me insane.
Oh, not me. I have to do every X.
But
and
some
then
people
I can
do
bounce
that.
around.
And I just do, shoop, shoop. I typewriter it, I guess, is what they say. Well, that's not even type, because you're going to go back, right?
Yeah.
And I don't worry about if it's over dye floss or not.
Right. You'll still get
Usually.
you'll get variegation.
Now, I have stitched, I think it's a week's floss, Tobacco Road. And there's one called Autumn Leaves. They have beautiful variegation. But if I was to do that one whole strip and then come back, I would lose a chunk of the important variegation in that. So once in a while I do.
I also find with very highly variegated floss that if you pull one strand and fold it in half to do the loop start,
Which I always do.
which
always.
I just started within the last 6 months. You do lose a little bit of variegation because you're mixing two colors at one end. But
It's more like a tweed look. But
Yeah,
I
I
don't
love
worry about that. And
Nope.
I feel like, stitch the way you want to stitch that brings you the most joy. And just, you're doing something for fun and relaxation. And there's no real,
If you're not happy,
as far as I'm concerned, there's no real hardcore rules.
I saw a thing today that said there is no cross stitch police, and it was a police badge, and his badge number was 310, and it was, oh my word, you did XXX. The cross stitch police are not coming to get you. It was great.
They're not. And sometimes you see people commenting on different places that this is the only way to do things. Well,
If you want to
if
carry
that's
your
what
stitches,
they're comfortable doing, great.
Yep.
But do what you enjoy doing. I enjoy the aspect of just constantly fine-tuning what I'm doing.
Right. If you like Ada, have at it. If you like linen,
Absolutely.
have at it. If you're not comfortable with even weave, do what you want to. Stitch what you want to stitch what you want to stitch with what you want to stitch.
Right.
It's all about the joy. I find it very relaxing. I had a stressful week and I stitched to unwind, and
Yeah.
it was great.
It's a good thing. So, and on that lines, did you pull any spring stuff
I
to
did
show?
not.
Okay.
I
I just pulled a few random things to
because you can
show.
see I'm still Easter.
Yeah,
And,
it's okay though.
I don't have a lot of spring or summer. I think we might go right into patriotic.
Yeah, we might do that. So, talking about,
Oh, I forgot about this.
so when we went to Galleria, we did one of the round robins, which you pay a set price, and you have 6 or 7 designers who create kits for you. Yep. They come into the room, they have 10 minutes to talk to you about their project and that sort of thing, and you get the whole kit to go home. So Meridian Designs has some gorgeous, unique stuff. Yep.
And
Love it.
And they're fun.
And we happened to sign up for a round, and you don't know who the designers are going to be in these round robins, which was also very interesting. And this is Peaceful Pondering. So I pulled a few spring charts that I have. I don't know if they're all available somewhere. This is, but I don't know if all of what I am going to show you is available or not.
That's
but it's
you're
what
all
I
over
have.
that. That's a biscornu.
So this is a biscornu. Now, in the kit,
let me get out of the way.
She gave us a piece of blue 32 count. I think it was an even weave because I looked at it before I came home. And when I sat there and looked at it, I was like, yep, this is great. I'm just going to switch out the fabric. Well, now I'm not going to switch the fabric out
because you work
because
on it.
I like
That's what
it.
you do. Yeah.
But this is gorgeous. Love it.
So that is very springy.
And
I forgot I had that too.
The sun shines when I'm with you. The blue flower. Language of flowers. And I know I'm not pulling these out of the plastic, but the language of flowers.
That's so pretty.
Which, you know, it's springtime. I haven't done anything.
I bet
And
that's
this is
bigger
Easter.
than you think.
Oh, this is probably much bigger than I think. 152 by 144.
Oh, that's smaller than it looks.
Easter Day. Isn't that cute?
I
Have not done it.
Didn't know you even had that.
But you know what? You don't even have to stitch Easter Day. I know there's eggs in there, but
you could even take the eggs out. Put more
good if you
flowers
want
in
to.
there.
This is Needle Bling Designs flower seeds. The flowers of tomorrow are in the seeds of today. It's hard to see.
Yeah, it's a dark picture, but it's cute.
That looks like a quick stitch.
Did you buy that at Galleria?
4 3/4 by 4.5, probably.
I wonder if they had the pattern there, the model there.
Oh, they may have. Maybe that's why I bought it.
Yep.
I showed this before because we gave one away. The blue flower, the gentle rain, which is so cute.
That one's a big
I have
boy.
some of the floss that I didn't need.
205 by 162.
Yep. Again, this is another one I'd like to get started.
You have that?
I have this.
Oh.
Scattered Seed Samplers, Spring Delivery.
Okay, I want your opinion. I know his pipe is blowing bubbles.
I don't care if it's blowing smoke.
Well, people are taking the pipe off, and I was curious if you were taking the pipe off.
I'm not taking the pipe off. When I think of somebody smoking a pipe, it makes me remember my grandfather.
Yeah.
And I can instantly smell that cherry tobacco. Yeah. That's where I go with it.
Yep.
I don't sweat the small stuff.
And then, do you know there's a match? I don't know if the word, what's the word? A complimentary piece? I've seen it. I didn't know you had that.
I have it. Cross-eyed cricket collection, spring. So a lot of people have done this.
I need your login.
I gotta tell you, you need to see Cornhusker State Stitchers. Cornhusker State Stitchers. Jamie and, oh my goodness, I can't remember her mother's name. Isn't that awful?
She just popped
Mother-daughter.
Yep.
Mom just did this and framed it, I believe. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of these, but I really liked this one. Prairie Schooler, the months. This is May. And what does that say? May brings flocks of pretty lambs skipping by their fleecy dams.
That's cute.
But I really like that.
You had quite a few spring ones.
That's it.
I have a few, but nothing.
That's
I have one of the scattered samplings bunnies. I think I have another one. It's animals under a toadstool.
Oh, cute.
It's all kitted too.
So what are your plans? What do you got coming up in the next couple weeks?
Well, we have Frugal Yankee. Yep. So I'm going to take way more projects than I need.
She's already packed.
Well, no, I've kitted. So I've made a list. Don't tell the boss I made the list at work.
Oh, who cares?
So
it's okay.
Because you need to make sure you have your light, and you need to make sure you have an extension cord, and you're bringing the power tower, and
because you never know.
And you need to make sure you have your extras bag that has extra needles, extra scissors, because you know you might lose a pair that you have in every bag. Highlighter, needle minders.
Yep.
I'm going to kit up a couple more things because I need to start on a couple more swaps. And stitch. We have our girls graduate in 3 weeks.
Blows my mind.
I was looking at the calendar yesterday and went, oh, that's 3 weeks from today.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then we have, it'll be after our next video, but we'll have Galleria in May.
No.
Not Galleria. Celebrations of Needlework. So it's same thing. If you're going to that, let us know. We had someone reach
Yeah,
out.
we're going on Friday the 20th.
Yes, I was actually.
That's what the day
Would
they
you call
gave
it?
you
Yeah,
off.
would you call it gifted? Our president of our bank gave everybody a paid day off in May, so I took a Friday.
Oh, everybody has to take it off in May?
Everybody has to take it off in May.
Interesting. What am I going to do? Tomorrow, my husband and I will be married 35 years tomorrow. We're going to take the train to Boston and do whatever in Boston for the day.
Yep. All the historical things.
Yep. Tuesday we're also off, and we're going to go to Portland, find some seafood. We're going to concert that night. We're going to see For King and Country and Dante Bowe. Very excited. I had these tickets for a long time. So we're going to see them. I'm going to work a little bit Wednesday and Thursday. Those will be some long days. And Friday, Kathy and I will leave. We'll come home Sunday. The following weekend is...
The 7th. I don't know what you have going on. I have to work.
That's Mother's Day weekend.
Yep.
And we'll see you again. So my daughter will turn 20 before we see you again.
Ashley will have gone to a scholarship breakfast. Networking.
So that's good. Ashley got a job. You didn't tell that.
Oh, yes.
The interview, she got the job.
She interviewed.
Shocker.
She had 2 interviews, and the job that she truly wanted, they said, "Oh, we'll let you know in a week." And in less than 24 hours, they offered her the job. She didn't even have to think about it. Good. So yeah, they're holding it till the end, till she graduates, and she's finishing up clinicals.
Yeah. That's what we have going on.
That's it. Yeah, sounds like
spring has sprung. We're gonna have some rain this week, which is
it'll green things up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mom has daffodils. I heard you have daffodils not even poking up, bloomed.
Oh yeah.
Wildlife
Which,
is out.
for some people, some of you watching this may sound so bizarre to you, but that's a typical timeline for us here in the spring.
May.
That's May for us. Some of you have vegetables already, and
I heard the hummingbirds are back already, which that's a few weeks early.
Lots of robins
and peepers. Someone asked what our favorite thing about spring was. I don't know if it was on our video, and I said hearing the peepers, and those are baby frogs.
So pollywogs that have turned to
baby frogs.
Baby frogs. And they start talking.
They sound like they're peeping. Peep, peep,
and it's
peep,
usually at sunset.
Yeah. That is a sure sign of spring. So
that's what I have going on.
Me too.
And I'm going to stitch and stitch and stitch. I'm going to go home right now and stitch. That's what I feel like doing.
We're going to try to take some clips while we're at Frugal Yankee.
Yeah.
So we can share the
some
adventures, and there will be a swap, so we'll share some swap.
Yes, so
items.
We'll get to show you what we gave and what we got.
Yep.
And I'm always far more excited to give.
Yes.
I think that's exciting, but I'm just curious to see.
Mine is all bagged up, all ready to go. So I
haven't even finished mine yet. I was supposed to do that yesterday.
Yesterday's trip took a little bit longer than we anticipated.
Tuesday morning. That's the time I have. I have it all set out.
But we did have a great lunch.
Tuesday morning I'll do it.
So
anyway, thanks for watching.
Thanks. See you in a couple weeks.
Enjoy.
Happy stitching.
Bye.
Bye.